Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about a North Carolina crackdown on illegal alcohol sales by individuals. My name is Vic New. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Justine Mays, Jeff Andreezy, and Matt Monica.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to be talking about the secondary market and the crackdown that's going on in North Carolina. Could this spread to other places too? So we'll get into kind of the details of that and, what's going on and how they're, obviously making the names public and making the fact that they're doing this public. So that tells you, just like every place, these are kind of underfunded because you don't make a big deal out of it. If you're looking to collect as many people as you can, you just keep going. But I think by them publishing this, they want to put the threat out there that people don't make the mistake of trying to do this. So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, I've got one for you. So I called Andrew Wiebrink, a dear friend. He was in Italy when my whole retirement notice went out and all that. And he was, sent me a note. It was like, is this really true? And so I called him and I went through the whole thing. And then he said, well, I got some news for you. I'm like, okay, what do you got? He's like, I'm a pipe smoker now.
Wow.
And after about 5 minutes of laughter, I got down to the fact that he has started to smoke a pipe with kind of like Mike Veach. I said, well, that's you and Veach are the two people in the bourbon industry. And he claims it's going to take over. Pipes are going to come back. People are sick of cigars. They're getting too expensive. And all Wiebrink's very cheap. And he's like, they're too expensive these days. And you're going to see a mass, because in addition to smoking and the different things you can get with pipe smoke, like you're looking for with a cigar, I'm sure you're looking for different tastes, different flavor profiles. You get that with a pipe, but you also get the collectability of the actual smoking apparatus. The fact that if you're into a hobby, it becomes part of the hobby as well. The pipes themselves. So I don't know. He may be onto something. What do you guys think? Could there be people kind of getting back into smoking pipes versus cigars? Could it put a dent in the cigar business? What do you guys think?
I think he just likes having old man hobbies, because wasn't last year...
You're not wrong about that.
He got into birds, and then he was doing some shit with tea leaves or something. So
right.
Maybe he just wants to start growing tobacco. And
he wishes he was me. He wishes he was as old as me. That
he
would
does.
Be his dream.
He wants to be an old man. So I'm I think he's gonna get a little tobacco plot and be real nerdy about that. And I think that's probably why he's a pipe smoker now.
Okay.
That's my theory, is that he's gonna be nerdy old man about growing tobacco.
Yeah. He's in a good spot. If you are into tobacco, you can grow it in where he's at. So that's kind of cool. There's definitely still tobacco farms there. We all know Papaw. He grew tobacco for many years. So yeah, it's a
How old is he?
Wiebrink? Oh, he is.
He was my age, 38,
yeah.
30. I don't think
Yeah. I
40
don't
yet?
think he's 40 yet. I think he's probably in that 36 to 38 ish.
I
Okay.
feel like he's one of those like old soul people that like
That's
he's
true.
really an old man stuck in a young man's body.
Yes.
That's true. So,
Yeah, I guess if people, I don't know, like if people can carry around those stupid vape cartridges and look like idiots, like
right.
pipe
Those
can't
don't
be
look
that much
cool.
worse, right?
Those don't look cool.
At least it's a little cooler, right?
Right.
From that.
Because I'm like, those vape cartridges, they're all weird colors. I'm like, you look trashy and stupid. I would respect somebody with a pipe, I think.
Yeah.
He needs to have a pipe, his glass of whiskey, and wear a monocle.
And a monocle. Yeah.
Top hat.
Ryan Thompson
Part of the
definitely
gear.
is.
It's all part of the gear.
Yeah.
And a grandpa sweater that has patches
Right.
on the elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have to say, if you had to be subjected to one type of smoke, whether it's cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, or someone smoking a pipe, the most pleasant, again, not that you want any of them, but if you had to be subjected to one, the pipe smoke is the way to go, because some of those can be not too bad, really.
They're often quite aromatic and things like that. I'm obviously the cigar smoker in this group tonight, and
Sure.
love these. And certainly they've gotten more expensive, and there's some brands that are trying to take advantage of keeping pricing down, which is always appreciated. Cigar smoking, or excuse me, pipe smoking, there's a lot of allure there, but it's hard. It's a lot of work, and I think that keeps people from actually loving it. You might try it for a while, but the upkeep on your pipe and all of those things make it really hard. Okay. I don't see it taking over because of that. People will just say, "Nope, I'm gonna light up something else."
Is it just you have to clean it, or is it like a certain way to?
Yeah, I think it's the cleaning that is very important to having a good smoking experience, and I think that just gets to be some work. I know the ones, I know some pipe smokers that have done it for years, and they just know that's part of it. But to get somebody over the hump, that's more of a challenge. So I don't know if I buy into them, but I definitely see the allure.
Right.
And I would not be opposed to buying a pipe or 2 or 20 and hanging them on the wall and dabbling in it.
It is kind of cool because I'm sure they're making great pipes today. And doing some cool stuff. But also the idea of going back and getting antique pieces that are old. And, I'm sure that would play into it too. There's that whole aspect of, hey, I can get this pipe was from the 1800s. And,
and I think they're all usable. You could use it if you wanted to. And
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if he's onto something or not. I guess we'll just see, and it might be just a one-off. It's just Weebrink is doing that, but yeah. If we see Weebrink start doing pictures of his shadow with the pipe like Veach does, then we'll know he's really an old man at this point.
I feel like in Europe, though, they don't mind the work. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's probably more prominent.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
Restaurants have one seating at night because you go out, it's an event, and smoking a pipe can be an event for you. So
yeah,
I just think like they seem to do things like the long way, whereas Americans they just want the shortcut. Just give me the shit that's already rolled and
instant gratification.
Yeah.
So who's going to come out with the first pipe blend bourbon, or maybe there is one already?
There probably is one, I would guess, but that could be melding of two different loves. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's fascinating to me. I'm not going to do either one. I'm not going to take up pipe smoking. I'm not going to take up cigar smoking. But I'll be interested to see if people do this because it feels like it just about died. I mean, when I was in college, everyone. Because we were idiots, all got like that type of pipes and it would smoke those things. And looking back, we wanted to be Hugh Hefner or something. I'm not sure why we all did that. It was pretty stupid, really. But yeah, we all had them, and I don't know. It seemed like that had gone away. So I don't know anybody besides Mike Veach and now Weebrink that smokes a pipe. So it's fascinating to me that he thinks it's going to make a big comeback. We'll see. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with Jeff. Jeff, what do you got there, man?
I don't have any pipe blend, but I've got some Neely single barrel, and hearkening back to an earlier show tonight, it's signed.
Okay. Okay. Wow. That was really good. Explosive. That's the sort of pop you're looking for to win this thing. We'll see what happens. Let's let Justine go. She seems to be the biggest threat, so we'll see right away, Jeff. You're running in quick.
Oh, look at there.
Well-loved bottle.
Grab this. So yeah, it's probably not going to have much. This is minor case rye. This is the Barrel Shop pick, and there's probably 2 pours left in there.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, nothing going on there. Jeff, your lead is safe for the moment. I'm going to go. I do like to do this brandy from time to time. Didn't you get some of this too?
Yep, I've got some of that. Yeah,
Yeah, I like this stuff. It's easy drinking. I don't know.
Yep.
To me, it can be a session drink. So because it's lower proof, it's only 80 proof, right, or 92 proof, I guess. But it's lower proof. I feel like I can drink this all night. Let's see what we got here. Nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. Jeff's lead looks pretty safe. Matt, you're next.
All right, got Deer Hammer single malt.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Matt has had 3 excellent cork pops. He's not sniffed victory yet, though. That's not gonna overtake Jeff. McDo, your last but not least. What do you got there?
Sure, it won't do anything. I have Hotel Tango, which I just learned today sold themselves to Sun King in Indianapolis. So that'll be interesting.
They sold themselves.
They sold themselves. I guess where Sun King bought them.
They sold themselves. That's just a weird way to phrase that. I don't.
Like a woman in the night sold themselves.
That's
a classic McNew there. That's a good one.
How we talk about mergers now. They sold themselves.
All right. Cheers to Jeff. He won that one. Snapping Justine's streak.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the secondary market crackdown that happened in North Carolina. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the talk show podcast. It could be a talk show.
A talk show.
If you
You
were
get
here.
a new car. You get a new car.
If you were here, it would be a talk show. But right now, it's just a podcast. And we come to you every day and we talk about bourbon. And
Wow. Has this been a format change?
you're listening to the Bourbon Daily, and we are going to start over.
Is that how the show starts out?
No!
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about North Carolina with a crackdown on the secondary market.
Yes, we are. So, and it's in all 50 states to sell whiskey to another private party, so person to person. You can't do it. You have to have a liquor license, and these people are out there thinking, well, I'm just charging this price, or it can even be less than the price of the bottle. Like if you bought or you inherited a collection, you just want to get rid of it, and you're selling it for less than retail. That doesn't matter. You can't sell to another private party. So basically, the ABC in North Carolina did what you thought they would do. They went out to listings on places like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and Facebook groups and acted like they were just a member, and then set up a deal and set up a meeting point and went to that meeting point, exchanged the money. That's important. They exchanged the money in the bottle, and then before you get out of there, they're like, okay, put your hands up. And these are just. I don't think these are like criminals. I don't think these are probably family people that are like, make a couple extra bucks flipping some bottles and stuff like that. So it ends up being a pretty sad situation, I think. And then they take him and they put him on blast. They literally, you could see the names of the people, their age, where they got busted at, how it went down. They put all that out for the public to see because, again, I think they want people to be like. They want them to think about this before they make that same mistake.
You don't want them to be the Hugh Grant of bourbon.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll never understand that one till the day.
So, Steve,
I
I didn't go digging into any stories. Has anyone actually gone through court now and gotten charged? Has it nothing?
Oh, they've all been charged. Yes.
But
nobody's gone through court yet. So
no convictions or anything yet.
No,
but
it's just basically arrest records. So yeah,
not the point of the whole process. Probably it's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think. They'll probably work out deals for them and stuff like that, and it probably won't be horrible. I don't think they're looking to ruin people's lives, but I do think they just want to put that out there. You do the perp walk, and in this case, it's just posting all this information causes embarrassment, may cause problems at their job, may cause problems with their family. Obviously, they all have to hire lawyers. That's expensive.
Right. Is it considered a felony, I guess, then, or what?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how
interesting to understand.
Yeah.
They don't want to ruin their lives, but they want to make examples of them.
Yes.
Examples. Wouldn't the feds have to be doing it for it to be a felony, or can you have a state level?
You can have a state level. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't think it is a felony, though, for one bottle sale, and that's what all these were one bottle transactions.
And they were done like sting operations, like you said, or
yes, yeah. So literally, they integrate. They put people, their own officers or whatever they want to call the people that enforce this, and got involved in Facebook groups where people trade that, and they made transactions and set them up, and then and at the sale, that's when the people get arrested. So they find out right then. So yeah.
I think there's just better uses of law enforcement's time. I'm just like, it is illegal, but who cares that you sold a bottle? I think they could have sting operations for more important things.
Right.
I was thinking about that show, To Catch a Predator. Do you guys remember that? Was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
If they did it in that style, I'd absolutely watch it.
Right. Yeah. Make it a TV show and people will watch it. Yeah. At the end of the day, everything that they would say would be for public safety, and hey, we don't know if it's really what they say it is inside that bottle. That's what they're going to tell you. In reality, you know why they care? They're not making any tax money on those transactions.
Yeah, North Carolina's a controlled state, isn't it?
It is, yes, yeah. So, yeah, that's what that stuff comes down to, really. Like anything, it's just follow the money, and that's where it's at. So. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I know that in Missouri they've done that in the past, but it's been a while. So I don't know if other states will see this and be like, it's time for us to revisit that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Steve, any other states that have done a crackdown like that? And
Yeah, I've seen it doing this through the years at several places. The Missouri one was actually probably maybe before I got started with this, because there was people getting busted on Craigslist. So Craigslist is still around, but it's really not a thing anymore. But it's still out there. But I remember people getting busted on Craigslist, and part of it too. They had to, I guess it was probably part of their court thing, they had to go out and kind of tell their story. So they did a Craigslist post that said, "Hey, this happened to me. This is how much it's cost me, and this this is what I did." So I would bet the judge was like, part of the thing to make this go away is you're going to have to post that out there. So as you go looking for alcohol, you're going to see these posts where it's people saying that this is what happened to me. Here's my story. I don't think it's anything you do yourself. If I got busted for that, I wouldn't go out to the Facebook Marketplace and be like, I thought I could sell a bottle and it wasn't too smart, got busted. I think that was probably part of it. Again, they want others to see this stuff, that they do crack down on it. So it's interesting.
Yeah. So. You stop getting invited to like bottle shares and parties, though. They'd be like, "Oh, you're the idiot that got arrested. You're not coming to my bourbon club anymore."
You're out of the club.
You're out of the club. Yeah. So I suppose when someone sells through an auction house, the auction house has a license. They must be able to,
correct.
Yeah.
So those are
quite a bit different. That's all legit.
like we hear about unicorn auctions. That's all legal. They have the ability to do that. The licensing that they need to do to get the whiskey from you and then put it out there. So it's that's all legit. So there you go. Just wanted to put it out there kind of as a PSA for our audience. So don't get caught up in this stuff, and know that there are repercussions potentially.
Drink your whiskey.
Yeah. And it can get bad for you too. So be careful. You don't want to do that stuff, because if you're a problem, I assume there's multiple issues there, right? If they start looking into how many of these sort of transactions you had, were you paying taxes on those, by the way? Well, that'd be the second question you get. And I've heard some of them have done that. They've done these things where then they get turned over after they go through all this. They get turned over because they weren't paying taxes on these transactions. And then who's paying taxes on illegal transactions? Probably nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And then you think about it, you're going to flip a bottle, maybe make $1,000, and now you're paying an attorney $3,000 or $4,000.
Right. The math isn't there. And that's what I explain people. People come to me all the time and say, "Can you ship bottles?" I'm like, "No, it's not legal." And they're like, "Well, other stores do it." I'm like, "I get it. That's a calculated risk, but one I'm not willing to take, because if I get caught doing that," and again, it's very remote that I would get caught doing that. But if I do, I lose my liquor license. And by the way, if I don't have a liquor license, I'm no longer in business. So it's not worth it to me, because what will I make? You look at my profit margin on a bottle. So, am I going to make $20 or $30, for the bottle that you want to buy? That's not worth it to me. So, yeah, I just stay out of those things. So there you go. All right. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn at Matt Modica.
All right. Jeff.
I'm avoiding Facebook Marketplace, but I am on the regular Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
I got to stay off Facebook Marketplace. I end up buying things that I don't need. I'm trying to clean up clutter and stuff like that, and then I'll see something and be like, "Shit, I got to have that." Yeah. I got to have that, so I just want to avoid it. I don't want to see that little market thing. You just click on that button. I just want to see. It never works out for me. Yep. So, yeah. All right, Justine, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
McNew.
On the Instagram at McNewABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com is where you can find out what's going on with all of our things that we have on the air. You want to listen to the shows or see what's happening with the ABV Network, that's ABVnetwork.com. ABVBarrelShop.com is all the things that we have going on there. There's certainly a lot happening there. You can see who's coming to the shop, what we have in the shop, and so much more. ABVBarrelShop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.